Do you like stories? I believe all of us do. Then why not take advantage of the power of stories to create an impactful message? And that is what we are going to learn today. In this video, we are going to look at how to use stories to open our speech or talk and how to create an impactful message. Like always, we are going to look at one example to understand it in detail. And also, at the end of the video, there is an exercise for you to practice what you learned. Are you ready? Let's get started. Welcome to Grow with Girija, where we learn about public speaking, communication, and sometimes about life. Today's video is about creating stories and using them as the opening our talk or speech. I remember my childhood. Studies was not so much fun. It was not easy to remember what we studied. But there were few subjects where this was not a problem. Those were the subjects related to language, Hindi or English. Because there was one book in that subject where there were stories. And I used to eagerly wait to get the new book so that I can read those stories. The funny part was that I was able to recollect those stories without revising them multiple times. That is the power of stories. We don't have to put an effort to remember those. So, shouldn't we take advantage of this fact to have our message being remembered by the audience? That's what we are going to learn today as part of the opening of a talk or speech. Let us look at an example. I'm going to tell you a story now. In a village, there was an old man and his grandson living together. The old man was very fond of reading, and one day he was sitting on his chair and enjoying a book. When the grandson comes and asks him, "Grandpa, I have observed you read so many books, but I want to ask you, do you remember what you read?" The grandfather was perplexed and he says, "No, son, I don't remember everything which I read, but I enjoy reading it." The boy asked the grandfather again, "Then what is the point in reading if you don't remember most of it?" The grandfather thinks for a moment and says to the boy, "I'm going to answer you, but before that, I want you to do something for me. Go to the room where the old stuff is kept and bring a bucket from there. There is a bucket in the corner, specifically that one." The grandson goes promptly and fetches that bucket which is there and notices that it's not clean, it's dirty, full of mud, but he brings it anyways. The grandfather tells his grandson, "Go to the river and fetch some water using this bucket." So grandson follows it and goes to the river, which is around 10 minutes walk. But then he realizes while filling the water that the bucket has a hole. He tries to move fast, but by the time he reaches home, the water is all drained out. The grandfather tells, "You haven't brought the water." The grandson's response is, "There is a hole in this bucket." Grandfather says, "I don't know what to do about it. You have to use the same bucket without making any change but bring water. Probably you can start walking a little faster." The grandson tries it once, twice, thrice. He goes multiple times, tries to make it faster and faster in each trip. And finally, after a few attempts, he's able to bring a little bit of water, which is finally drained out as soon as he reaches to show it to his grandfather. The grandfather says, "So what happened?" The grandson says, "This activity is of no use. All the water just goes through it. We are not able to retain anything." The grandfather tells, "Is this activity really not useful at all? Have you looked at the bucket a little more closely?" And the grandson looks at the bucket and notices that the bucket, which was dirty, full of mud, now looks so clean because it has gone through water so many times. And that's when the grandfather replies, "This is what happens when you read books. You might not retain most of it, but it cleanses you from inside and let you have new ideas." and the grandson smiles and understands that his grandfather is a wise man. Did you like this story? What if you had to deliver a speech or talk about the benefits of reading to an audience? What if you use this story in the beginning of that speech? Do you think that the audience would really enjoy listening to this story and also get the message of why there are so many benefits of reading? And that's what is the power of a story. People would remember it as well as take away the message. So, what is a story? How do we form a good story? A story is like a speech, an opening, a middle, and an end. And any story would have characters, like in this story, where there is a grandson and his grandfather. And to add interest to the story, we can always add details like bringing a bucket, the details of that it was dirty and had mud inside it, that brings vivid images in the mind of the audience who listen to it. And finally, a great story has a twist in it or an element of surprise. Like in this story, when the grandfather shows his grandson that the bucket had got cleaned, the audience also did not know that the surprise was coming, and that's what makes the story memorable and interesting. And that is the power of stories. I can tell you that you might forget everything else about this video, but not this story. You would remember it because somehow it looks like our brain has evolved to absorb the stories so easily. And that is why news channels, politicians, or advertisers are trying to tell us stories. Now you have looked at an example, but you would not be able to learn it well unless you practice it. So now it's time for exercise. The exercise is that you have to write your introduction with a story in the beginning of the introduction. The story could be from your personal life, experience, or related to something important in your life. Take, for example, if you are interested in sports and the sports which you are interested in, take an important event which you remember from past and talk about that. Where were you on that day? What do you remember about that event? Open the story with that and then say you are interested in that event. It will be easier if you first write down your story on a piece of paper or on your laptop or mobile. The good part is that once you have written it, you don't have to memorize it word by word because stories are easier to remember and recollect. But it's good to write it first to get clarity. Tell me about your experience with writing this introduction with a story. Did you find it easy? Did you find it interesting? Write it down in the comments. And now you know, apart from opening a talk or speech with a quote, with a question, or with a joke, you can as well use stories. If you want to check out other videos, how to open your speech with different techniques, check out my other videos. If you like today's video, like it and subscribe to my channel to support it. That's it for today. To continue to learn about public speaking, communications and life, I'll see you in another episode of Grow with Girija.